Hello my friends, for today's beer review we're going to be taking a look at Cedar Creek Brewery's Scruffy's Smoked Alt. Scruffy's Smoked Alt is basically a smoke ale or a smoke beer, or in German Roch or Roch beer, and this is from a local brewery that's very close to home for me. Let's read the description on the can. I love the art on the can because you got like this old guy, presumably named Scruffy, and this is his smoked alt. Very long description. It says, "Our goal is to have a very drinkable session alt that will pair well with food and be something a little different. We start with a good amount of German rock malt," which there's the smoke, "which is smoked with beech wood. Then we throw in US 2-row malt, Crystal 40, Crystal 120, and a bit of pale chocolate malt. Add enough US Magnum and Willamette hops to balance the malty sweetness of the German alt yeast we use in fermentation, and you've got a tasty treat. The moderately smoky notes in the flavor are balanced with the slight fruity flavor imparted by the alt yeast, a great accompaniment to barbecue or a campfire breakfast. This one is sure to be as legendary as Scruffy himself." And this has 35 IBUs, so not very bitter. Does not say the ABV anywhere on this can, so I'm assuming it's not too terribly high. Anyway, comes in a can obviously, and I'm going to be drinking this just out of a regular pint glass today. So let's crack it open and see what it's all about. I haven't had too terribly many smoke beers per se. Straight out of the can pours kind of an orange amber rust color. Will I make it? Oh, it's gonna be tough to get it all in the glass. You know what? Let's just leave it at that. Pours to an incredibly murky, possibly unfiltered amber orange color, as you can see. So let's give this a smell. Definitely a lot of meaty smokiness is what I'm getting. Really interesting. There is definitely maltiness to this beer, and kind of like some Bock sort of notes. The reason I say meaty smokiness is because there's some very rich, savory, almost fatty qualities to this smoke, like it was coming off of a smoker if you were grilling a brisket or something. It's a meaty smoke. And that's definitely very interesting. So without further ado, let's give it a taste. As you can see, the head has dissipated down to just a film, and didn't seem to stick around for too long when it did have a head. But anyway, here we go. Wow. That's different. And it's really good too. Get the last bit out of the can here. Well, while the head's still around, it does form as a slightly off-white head, but it dissipates super fast, as you can see. Anyway, as far as the flavors are concerned, you have a very slightly sweet malt up front, and it's very slightly. It is so weird. It tastes like smoked meat. I feel strange saying that on camera, but this beer tastes like smoked meat. Like rich, fatty, grilled off brisket that's been smoked. It's delicious. If you're not into like meat, you probably wouldn't like it, but I've never had a beer that has this quality before. This is so strange. Yeah, sure enough, there's smoked meat in that. So, the beer is a medium quick finish, and it's not too terribly complex. As far as the flavor development is concerned, it goes sweet malts up front, followed by this rich, fatty, meaty smokiness. And then it ends with a good amount of bitterness on the back and sides of the tongue. But it's kind of a woody sort of bitterness, which goes along with the smoke great. Sort of like if you ever had an oak-aged beer, not necessarily with bourbon notes, but that oaky, woody bitterness that you can get. That's what this beer has. This is definitely just a meaty, manly beer. You got malts, you got meat smoke, and you got woody bitterness at the end. This is damn good, and it's damn unique and interesting. Never had anything like this before. It would definitely pair well with burgers, steaks, hot dogs, smoked meat, bratwurst, kielbasa, meat. That's what it would pair with, is meat, smoky meat. As far as a rating is concerned, she gets an 8.7. Very good. This is a great beer. Now, I don't have too many rock beers or smoke ales to compare it to because I haven't found too many, but I can tell that I like this a lot, and if this is what they taste like, then I'm sure there are ones out there that I would like even more, but I'm going to give it an 8.7. Very good. Anyway, that has been Scruffy's Smoked Alt by Cedar Creek Brewery. If you can get it, highly suggest picking it up. Comes in a 4-pack of cans. Good value. And until the next beer review, hope you guys enjoyed it as always.